with the Supreme season wrapping up, we're making a video talking about the collaborations because this season specifically, the collaborations were...
No bueno.
They're trash. So Supreme always does, like, every season they'll have their Levi's collaboration, they'll have their North Face collaboration, sometimes collaborations, plural. Then, you know, they always have, like, the Vans collaborations. And the North Face one was good, but, like, other than that, when you have, like, the little individual collaborations, like, special individual to each season, these ones are trash. Like, I don't even know if there was one that really stood out to me. We might skip over a couple of collaborations, just, like, some smaller ones. I think, like, Timberland, you know, they just do the boots. So
and if we skip them, it's worth, it's, like, because they weren't worth
Yeah, it's not very notable. But, yeah, so, I mean, starting off, they had the Nike collaboration, and they... I think they were the SB Gattos, right? Which is an indoor soccer shoe.
Which is cool.
But these were, like, I don't know, they weren't crazy. The colorways just kind of weren't really there, and then the shoe itself just, like,
it's not a good platform.
It doesn't really have a whole lot to add to it. But I mean, they're decent, but it's, like, very forgettable. It's not like the Subtempo where it's like, wow, this is, you know,
and
this will be remembered.
The Subtempo is a great platform. Those weren't.
But yeah, Mike Kelly for Supreme, and this was just, like, I don't know. There was one tee that I liked from it, the little, like, bird one.
Yeah.
I thought that was alright. It also looks like our mascot, but just other than that, I think that shirt was actually kind of cool because it had Supreme branding on the sleeves, which was cool too. But other than that, the whole collab was trash. Like, there wasn't really anything going on cool. I don't know. How do you feel about them?
No, literally, I only like the one that looked like Hawkeye. At our current uni.
So next one is Comme des Garçons.
That one was hot.
And yeah, this one was hot. I think it's every fall winter that they do the Comme collabs.
The shoes are
I don't think it's usually this big. Like, this was a really big collection.
Yeah, because usually it might be like a little logo, or it might be some Air Forces.
I think they usually drop like a trench, and then the BOGO.
And the Air Forces.
Yeah, Air Forces, and then I think there's like a little bit like a dress shirt, but they had a ton of stuff in this collaboration.
That was, I think, the hottest collaboration of the season.
Yeah, personally. But yeah, just like, again though, this wasn't really, you know, this wasn't really a special one.
No.
Like, it was special because it's Como, but it wasn't really, you know, like them going out and finding people. Like, previously, like, they find Akira and stuff like that. This was one of the better collaborations. Moving on, we had Jizza from the Wu-Tang Clan, and this wasn't really a collaboration just because it was, well, it sort of was, but it was just one tee.
It was more like an endorsement.
All it was the album cover. It was used for the fall tees, I believe. But yeah, also, that's just, like, not that crazy. It wasn't super creative.
I like Wu-Tang as much as the next guy, but the shirt wasn't that hot.
And it's also just one shirt, so it's, like, not big at all.
Last year's Scarface and stuff, that was pretty dope.
Exactly, like, finding collaborations like that. This season just didn't have any of those. So moving on.
Cat in the Hat, man.
Cat in the Hat, too. Anyway, moving on, we had the Nike collaboration, which a lot of people were disappointed in because the prices were crazy high and it just looked like Nike apparel from, like, an outlet store.
Yeah, it looked like, not only that, it looked like early 2000s Nike apparel with, like, the big logos and the
it was very, like, 90s vibe, like, themed. So a lot of people were kind of disappointed with that because the prices they charged weren't really worth like how minimal the branding was.
Yeah.
We did have Dr. Seuss collaboration this or Cat in the Hat collaboration more specifically, and that was kind of lame because I think they only actually used one logo, and that was just the like Cat in the hat, and it said Supreme, which is a cool logo, but that was the only design they used, and they just plastered it on.
It might have been just like the pricing to use such things, you know what I'm saying? If they probably would have used like the actual cat, it would have been like another X amount of dollars. So they're just like, we'll just stay with the hat.
It's a good franchise to get behind,
but then
especially for a collaboration, but the execution was very poor. Like, I want to see different designs. I want to see like 3-4 designs, couple tees and stuff, but instead of that, we just saw like same design on everything. Moving on, we had the North Face Part 1 and...
Ooh, fire.
No, trash. It was leather. It was like all leather. They're like $1,100 or like $1,400 for these parkas.
Oh, so
they're just kind of ugly.
How far they fell.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan
of... They even have leather
hats.
Products. Like, their hats were leather. That was
the leather camp hats. Not going to spend much time on that. That was gross. But yeah, if you guys liked it, that's whatever. One of the slightly better collaborations, I think, the more notable ones, was the Killer collaboration, which was a film made by John Woo. And this one had a couple different graphics, but actually not too many. I think it was like, what, three different graphics that they used.
The images themselves.
Most popular one is two guys holding guns at each other.
Spider-Man.
And the coolest one, maybe the coolest thing to come out of this was the sticker.
Yeah.
Just because, so I was looking at the skate deck, and the skate deck has the same image as the sticker, where it's the two guys holding the guns. But the deck, I don't know if this is just a mock-up, but the deck on here doesn't have Supreme over it like the sticker does, which was really cool. But yeah, they also had that on a tee, which is pretty cool, some back text. Also missing out, like, they could have done a lot better on this, but it was kind of cool. Moving on, Supreme Levi's, like I said, you see the Levi collaborations every season.
Yeah.
I thought these jackets were so weak. There was one piece that I liked though, the overalls in the blue denim with the orange inside.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
It's almost like a hunting-esque kind of feel to it.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's kind of funny because the overalls compared to the jacket were like $30 more, and it's like for the price it's not worth it. But I just wasn't a fan of the jackets. So moving on, we had Chris Cunningham. You can talk about this. It was.
What does it even say, man? Shit. It was...
It was for a music video, I believe, called Rubber Johnny.
Dude, I actually slept on this. I forgot this even existed, because that's a literal chihuahua.
Yeah, it's a chihuahua and then like this baby with a massive head, or maybe
and
it's
like night vision. It's like the kind of horror stuff you watch, like the Discovery Channel Ghost like
these colorways are terrible.
Gray, you know.
No, it's
red.
like, that's like a brown.
Even worse.
I don't know what the actual colorway name.
Dude,
But yeah, I don't know. Just it was ugly, and I don't know like anything about the work of Chris Cunningham, but from what I heard, it sounds like he had a lot of better stuff that could have been leveraged for a collaboration piece. But the stuff they use just is not aesthetically pleasing at all.
Please, Mr. Supreme, use this. No, we like the chihuahua.
So moving on, North Face Part 2, which was
actually not half bad.
It was fire, dude. I thought it was great. North Face Part 2 is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was up there for one of my favorite North Faces. I really like the Steep Tech North Faces.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I like the. I've always been into the like accessories, and their hats were dope. I like the hats a lot.
But yeah, just I thought this collaboration was really cool. Colorways were hitting hard.
Yeah, the red and white one I liked.
The pieces used were really cool. Like the fleeces were dope. I wasn't too big on the bags. The fanny pack was kind of cool, I guess. Backpack could have been better. But yeah, it had a lot of options for it, and I thought it was well executed. Probably the best collab this season. But like we were saying, this is one of those ones that happens every season.
It's a secure bet, and it should be a secure bet like the Levi collab. But this year's it wasn't.
The Levi's been missing a lot actually lately. So moving on to the most recent collaboration, Marvin Gaye collab, which is I don't know. Look, I just noticed this on the colorways. Colorways for this collaboration are terrible. I don't like any of them.
No, in addition,
also the graphic used.
Why?
Not great.
Why
not
does
cool.
Supreme always does that? They always pick the weirdest graphic to use. It's just like Gucci Mane, just like, or you know what I'm saying, Nas, a weird photo of Nas.
Dude, I think those ones are decent.
Yeah,
this is just like close up of the dude's face.
And sadly enough, no offense to Marvin Gaye, but a lot of the Supreme buyers don't even know who he is. They know he makes one song, and.
But yeah, and then also this is just like with the Cat in the Hat, where they use one they use one image and they put it on everything. They got the hoodie, the tee, skate deck.
Print.
Same thing.
Print.
And that actually brings us to the conclusion of the season. There's I think one more week left, possibly two, but I think it might just be 1 week left. Which we're probably not gonna see a whole lot from. Like
R.I.P.
Chances are, if there is a collaboration for that, it's not gonna be crazy. Watch them pull something crazy out now. But with that being said, the collaborations for this season they're so weak.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's tough, dude. Last year's was actually pretty fire.
Yeah,
it was like season after, like week after week. We're like, dude, peep this.
Last spring, summer, they had like dope collaborations. They had Hellraiser, which could have been executed better, but still,
even
just
then,
like that's a dope collaboration, which was slept on too. But still, like that's a cool one to find. I don't think this season had it for collaborations, and it'll be interesting to see what they do next season.
Yeah, maybe they're just warming up, just warming up. 2019, new year, new Supreme.
And then also the lookbook stuff wasn't that great, so I think it was a weak season. But this one's just focused on collaborations, which I thought weren't there this season. What were you?
No, 100% true. Half the time, it's all about hype, and I just stayed sleep on all these.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Wrap it up.
Alright, wrap it up then.
I don't know what that was.
You ever watch
That's it.
the Joe Budden